What's up everyone, it's Stacko Cakes. I'm back with another Madden 18 video. This is actually a Madden 19 video. A look ahead at what is new for next year. I'll be putting the link in the video description if you guys want to check this out. But EA tweeted out something, or actually EA put something on their website today for a further dive deep into the Madden 19 stuff. Some really cool stuff coming. Player upgrades. They're going to be changing the power-up system. It's going to look like this. Instead of, you know how they didn't like it how people had to go looking in the sets, player upgrades under each individual player that way. Now they just have it so if you want to upgrade a player, you just click on the player and it's going to have an option to upgrade him. You can upgrade him to like tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. And basically they give you an example right here where it's you got Aaron Rodgers base power up of 80 overall. So 100 training, you can up him to 82 overall, which is a tier 1. And at tier 1, the card becomes non-auctionable. Tier 2 requires 200 training to get him to 84 overall. Then tier 3 requires, for this example, his 86 overall core elite. So if you do this and say, for example, you don't want to use him anymore, the good thing about this is you can basically reverse the whole transaction and get most of it back. And I'll show you what happens. It says if you want to go backwards and stop investing in Aaron Rodgers, you can choose to downgrade. When you downgrade from tier 3 to tier 2, you'll get that core elite Aaron Rodgers back. And if the core elite was auctionable, when you invested in him, he will return as auctionable, which is awesome. Going from tier 2 to tier 1, you will get a percentage of your 200 points of training you invested back. So you don't get the full amount back. They haven't decided what the percent is yet, but you get a percent back. And finally, going from tier 1 to the base will make the base item auctionable again. So that's really, really good for those people that did invest in the power-up stuff. I know that a lot of people were stuck with their cards. They weren't getting the power-ups they needed. So to get out of them this way is really, really good. You're just going to be losing some training points out of it. But you do get your cards back as auctionable, which is really, really good. So then people are not going to be as afraid to invest into players next year, which is going to be really, really good. Plus, there's something new about the chemistries. It says how many times have you got a brand new player and he looks amazing, but his chemistry doesn't match what you want. Now, basically, a player is going to come without a chemistry. It says almost no players will come with chemistry outside of team chemistry. So you acquire a core gold player. When you acquire him, he has nothing but his team chemistry equipped. But when you click on the player and choose to upgrade him to tier 1, you unlock his scheme chemistry slot. From there, tab over and you'll see that you'll have a bank filled with the available scheme chemistry options. You get to choose which one to equip. And just as with the other upgrades, you'll have the ability to remove or change the chemistries as well. If you have equipped the balance offense but want to change to go deep, go right ahead. Very nice. It's worth noting that not all players will have the same chemistry options, especially when it comes to chemistry abilities. Players will need to be at a certain overall or have a specific attribute at a certain rating threshold in order to have that ability appear in the bank of chemistry choices. So here's a little look at what it's going to look like. Here, Le'Veon Bell's got the balanced O. Okay. So solo battles are here. People that like to play lots of solos, this is going to be good for you. If you guys are familiar with FIFA 18, hold on. Just asking people in the chat if my sound was good, because I recorded this video before and the sound was not working good. So hopefully it's working good. But if you guys are familiar with FIFA 18, they have squad battles. You basically battle versus other players' teams, but the computer's playing as those teams, and you rack up a bunch of points during the week, and then at the end, there's a kind of like a ranking system. The amount of points that you get determines the reward that you get. So they're calling it these solo battles. There will be 13 games per week, and in each game you will try to earn the highest battle score possible. Battle scores earned from completing a solo battle game winning a solo battle game, and the stats you accumulate in the game. There's one additional factor that determines how many points you get, and that is by choosing your modifier. The modifier is a combination of difficulty and game style. The higher the difficulty, the higher the multiplier. Solo battle games are full game challenges versus the CPU. The quarter length is 3 minutes, and you only have one chance to get it done. So there's no restarting or replaying a solo. Each week, your goal will be pretty straightforward. Earn as many battle points as possible. The reward structure is similar to Weekend League. There are 14 different tiers of rewards, which include players who are in the top 100. We're not quite ready to detail the exact rewards for launch, but we plan on sharing them closer to the date. There's one more unique aspect worth mentioning. While you're playing against the CPU, the roster will be comprised of real-life MUT teams. That means if you're participating in MUT, you are potentially eligible to have your team chosen and represented in solo battles. And while it would be really exciting to have your team show up in solo battles, it's just as exciting for people playing. So there are 13 games each week that include a featured opponent, which is up for the entire week. The featured opponent game will also have an increased amount of battle points that you can earn. So it'll be really important to play this each week. Here's the schedule. Monday is going to be when the new solo battle week begins. You get your first 4 games available and the featured opponent. Wednesday, you get your next 4 games available. Friday, you get your last 4 games available. So there's always going to be new games coming out. So that is good. There's going to be new solos out all the time. It's very similar to the FIFA squad battles. The FIFA squad battles are actually, they change every 24 hours. So this is a little bit less. We get the 4 games, but it's every couple days here. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So in the squad battles for FIFA, you get 4 new guys you can play every 24 hours. So another thing is they brought back squad challenges. People were asking if it's going to be in Madden 19. It is, and they've made it much better. You can play games against the CPU as well, which is sweet. So you and 2 friends can team up and take on challenges that mix of various difficulties, play styles, and even weather. We'll produce weekly challenges and plan on continuously updating that throughout the year. Sounds really, really good. While there are only a few new squad challenges each week, you'll be able to replay them over and over again for consistent rewards. The first win is going to be a sizable first win reward and an extra incentive to beat each of these challenges at least once every week. Let's see. So that's the another thing they have here is let's see here. There's going to be new 7 new specialist positions in the lineup screen. You'll see some new options in addition to third down halfback that will help you get the players you want in the right position in specific formations. Rush, right, left defensive end. Rush, defensive tackle. Slot cornerback. Sub linebacker. Power halfback. Slot wide receiver. So for instance, instead of having to manually sub a defensive end down to defensive tackle out of nickel, just assign that player to your rush defensive tackle slot and he'll be there every time you call a nickel defense, which is really, really cool. So you don't have to be subbing in and out of players. Also, they're changing the MUT lineup screen. So they are shaving off the excess positions in your MUT lineup screen. And they're also increasing the amount of players that go towards the chemistry of your team. So there are 25 slots for chemistry on offense, 25 on defense. As long as you're playing someone in their natural position, they will contribute to your team even if they never see the field. This means that tiers of chemistry will take more players to activate in order to balance out having so many more chemistry slots than in the past. So here's a breakdown of how it is. So we're going to have 2 quarterbacks now that go towards it, 3 halfbacks, 2 fullbacks, 5 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, 2 left ends, 2 left guards, 2 centers, 2 right guards, 2 right tackles. For defense, 2 left ends, 2 right ends, 4 defensive tackles, 2 left outside linebackers, 4 middle linebackers, 2 right outside linebackers, 5 cornerbacks, 2 free safeties, 2 strong safeties. So that is it for the look at Madden 19. I think it looks really, really good. As always, stuff always looks better than it appears as you're getting, as they're trying to sell a game to you. Like, you might think it looks really good, but once we get in, we realize it isn't as great as it seemed. But by just looking at it right now, it looks like they're making some really good changes. Some stuff that people were complaining about, they're definitely changing it. We're going to have more solos next year. I'm really happy about that. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about this. You guys think, do you think we're going in the right direction here? I definitely think this is looking really good. I'm really excited for Madden 19. And let me know what you guys think about this. Hit the like button if you guys like this video. I appreciate every single like. Thank you very much. Hit the sub button if you guys want to know when my next video is coming. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys soon.